Yo, what is going on? This is Philip Jean-Marie, aka Max Cooper. I'm actually here at the Power Morphicon, and I wanted to show you my wonderful helmet. I also wanted to shout out everyone who watched Power Rangers Wild Force, and even the old fans and the new fans. Also want to let you guys know, shout out to Tiger Tales. It's an audio storytelling channel on YouTube. Make sure to go ahead and like and subscribe. And also wanted to let you know, if you're going through some issues in life, remember 3 words: never give up. All right? So I hope everyone is doing well. Love you a lot. Peace.
Hello everybody, my name is Ty Tiger and welcome to Tiger Tells the Lost Stories, where you'll find stories and fan fictions written and read to you guys in the first person point of view by myself, Ty Tiger. However, today's chapter is delving into story time with Cosplay Dude 637, a segment on most of the Tiger Tales channels where, as a partner, he gets to play some of his storylines. Today, we're diving into a brand new story and our first story time with Cosplay Dude 637 on this channel. We're diving into the wonderful world of RWBY. So, strap yourselves in and let's go. RWBY, Sparks of Change. Chapter 1, A Spike of Luck.
As I sit here, pen in hand, it's hard to believe how much has changed since that fateful day when I first set foot in Beacon Academy. Remnant, our old world, has seen more than its fair share of trials, triumphs, and tragedies. It feels like a lifetime ago, yet the memories remain vivid, etched into the fabric of my being like a story waiting to be retold. It all began with a dream of becoming a huntress, of making a difference in the world, just like my mother, Summer Rose. Little did I know that this dream would lead me on a journey beyond anything I could have imagined. At Beacon, with my sister Yang, we met Weiss and Blake, my teammates, my friends, my family. Together we formed the team RWBY, ready to take on whatever challenges lay ahead. We battled Grimm, faced off against rogue faunas, and uncovered dark conspiracies lurking in the shadows. But our adventures were not without loss. Pariah, Nikos, a beacon of hope and strength, sacrificed herself to stop Cinderfall and her twisted plans. Penny Polinda, my dear friend, was torn apart before my very eyes, only to be rebuilt by her creator, Pietro Polinda. The fall of Beacon marked a turning point, a fracture in the foundation of our world. With the rise of Salem and an ancient and malevolent force, the stakes grew even higher. Ozipin, our headmaster and mentor, reveled in the truth about his immortality, revealed the truth about his immortality, his struggle against Salem, and the relics that could spell either salvation or doom from Remnant. But even as we fought on, Salem's forces grew stronger. Ironwood, once a stalwart ally, fell to paranoia and desperation, leading Atlas down a path of desolation and conflict, and eventually the city fell. Cinder, Mercury, and Emerald continued to sow chaos in their wake, while Watts manipulated the very fabric of society to serve his own needs. Through it all, I clung to hope. Hope that we could make a difference. Hope that our sacrifices would not be in vain. And now, as I look back on the journey that brought me here, I can't help but wonder what lies ahead. The road ahead may be fraught with danger and uncertainty, but one thing remains clear. We are Team RWBY, and we will never stop fighting for the world we believe in. As me and the rest of the team, along with Jim, walked out of the portal from the ever after, a rush of relief flooded through me. The air of Vakos was different, familiar yet distant, carrying the scent of sand and adventure. Hope returned to me like a beacon in the desert, a glimmer of possibility amidst the uncertainty that had plagued us for so long. I glanced at Jane, catching his eye with a nod of reassurance. He returned the gesture, his expression a mixture of determination and relief. Together we had weathered countless storms, faced our fears, and emerged stronger for it. Now, standing on the threshold of a new chapter in our journey, I couldn't help but feel a sense of anticipation building within me. Ahead of the vast expanse of Vaco stretched out before us, its dunes shifting like waves in the ocean. Despite harshness of its environment, there was a raw beauty to this kingdom, a resilience born of survival against all odds. It was a place where freedom reigned supreme, where the strong forged their own destinies amidst the chaos of the desert. As we began to make our way forward, I could sense the weight of our past experiences falling away, replaced by a renewed sense of purpose. Whatever trials awaited us in Vaco, I knew that we would face them head on. As we made our way through the bustling streets of Vaco, anticipation of reuniting with the rest of our friends filled me with a sense of warmth and excitement. "We have so much to tell our friends," I exclaimed, unable to contain my eagerness. Yang's gaze shifted to Blake, and a playful smile tugged at her lips. "Yeah, but somehow I don't think they will be shocked about the two of us," she remarked, entwining her fingers with Blake's. The affection between them was undeniable, a bond forged through trials and triumphs. Blake lifted Yang's hand to her lips and pressed a soft kiss against her knuckles, a gesture filled with tenderness and affection. It was a simple act, yet it spoke volumes about the depth of their connection, love in its purest form, unburdened by doubt or hesitation. Weiss and Jane shared a knowing glance, their playful banter adding to the lightness of the moment. "No, we all saw this one coming," Weiss quipped, a hint of amusement in her voice. Jane chuckled, nodding in agreement as he glanced at the couple with a knowing smile.
Hey listeners, I'm glad you're enjoying what you're listening. I'm Billy, and I'm joined with Jim, the host of Zero to Hero podcast, the one safe space for all the nerddom. We talk about anything that ranges from the Power Rangers to maybe a man on the moon. Come check us out and see what kind of rabbit holes we could dive into with our weekly guest. Or, if you're lucky, just an episode of me and Jim squabbling together.
A scream pierced the air, shattering the tranquility of our reunion. In an instant, we all spun around, drawing our weapons with practiced ease, ready to confront whatever threat had dared to intrude upon our moment of respite. Tension crackled in the air, every muscle poised for action. But as our eyes fell upon Jane, lying on the ground, we were met not with a foe, but with a sense that defied all expectations. There, pinning John down in a fierce embrace, was Nora, his friend and teammate. Relief washed over me like a tidal wave, followed by a rush of laughter, as the trademark enthusiasm and boundless energy had mistaken John's surprise for something far more sinister, launching herself at him with all the force of a thunderbolt. "Nora!" Jane managed to sputter, caught between laughter and disbelief as he struggled to free himself from her vice-like grip. His protest only seemed to fuel Nora's enthusiasm. Her grip tightened with each passing second. Yang was the first to recover, her laughter ringing out like music in the streets. "Looks like someone missed you a little too much, Juan," she teased, her eyes sparkling with mirth as she watched the scene unfold. Weiss and Blake joined in the laughter, their worries momentarily forgotten in the sheer absurdity of the moment. Even I couldn't help but smile, the tension of our earlier confrontation dissipating in the face of Nora's exuberance. As Nora finally released Juan from her embrace, he staggered to his feet, a mixture of relief and amusement written across his face. Note to self: never speak up on Nora Valkyrie, he quipped, earning another round of laughter from the group. As Ren came running up, his voice echoing through the chaotic streets of Vaco, his expression twisted in disbelief as he beheld the sight before him. His footsteps faltered, his eyes widening in shock as he took in the unexpected reunion of our group. It can't be. How is this possible? We were told you all fell, Ren stammered, his voice tinged with disbelief. His words hung heavy in the air, a reminder of the trials we had faced and the sacrifices we had made along the way. Before Ren could utter another word, his gaze fell upon Juan, who stood amidst us with a sheepish grin on his face. Hey there, Ren, Juan greeted them awkwardly, his voice tinged with amusement as he caught sight of Ren's stunned expression. Ren's eyes widened even further, his mouth opening and closing soundlessly as he struggled to process the impossible reality before him. The disbelief on his face slowly gave way to a mixture of astonishment and relief, his features softening with the realization that his friends were alive and well. It's a long story, Blake offered, breaking the tense silence that had settled over us. Her words were met with nods of agreement from the rest of us, each of us silently acknowledging the twists and turns that had brought us to this moment. As Ren finally found his voice, a smile spread across his face, reaching his eyes with a warmth that mirrored the bond we shared. I'm just glad to see you all safe and sound, he said, his voice filled with genuine affection. Ren, did you find the hottie? Said a male voice called. A figure emerged from the crowd, drawing our attention with his striking appearance. He had dark-toned skin and long brown hair, adorned with white-tipped quills, reminiscent of a porcupine's spine. Instantly, I recognized him as Faunus, much like Blake. His eyes twinkled with mischief as he surveyed our group. Oh my, you found a lot of hotties, he remarked, his tone playful as he bowed gracefully before us. His demeanor was friendly and welcoming. My name is Ace Spikes. Welcome to our lands, he said, his voice soft and gentle. There was warmth in his words, a sincerity that spoke of genuine hospitality, despite the differences in our backgrounds. Ace seemed genuinely pleased to welcome us to his land. I returned his smile with one of my own, grateful for the kindness he showed us in this unfamiliar place. In Ace, I saw a reflection of the resilience and camaraderie that defined the people of Vaku, a reminder that even in the face of adversity, friendship and acceptance only could bridge any divide. Thank you, Ace, I replied, extending my hand in friendship. We're grateful for your hospitality. And with that simple gesture, the bonds between us grew stronger, forging a connection that transcended the boundaries of race and background. As we stood together in the heart of Vacu, surrounded by friends old and new, I couldn't help but feel a sense of hope stirring within me. Whatever challenges lay ahead, I knew that as long as we stood united, there was nothing we couldn't overcome.
This story was written by Cosplay Dude 637 and narrated by his loving wife. That being said, make sure you check out the other Tiger Tales channels to make sure you can listen to the other Storytime with Cosplay Dude 637 installments. That being said, let's dive in with our outro. Thank you very much for listening to this story. There are of course plenty more where that came from, on this specific channel and on other Tiger channels as well. there are plenty more Tiger Tales channels for you guys to go find and explore, with all sorts of storylines, fan fictions to dive into. A huge shout out to the following: Cosplay Dude 637, my Parabatai, and Mark the Red Cornish Ranger. The three of us are the Three Ranger Bros. Then of course we have our partners, A Crown and Cosplay Sun 637, also known as Xander. Of course, a huge shout out to the Zero to Hero podcast, and of course, If You Give a Dad a podcast. If you want to find out more about these people, make sure you go check out our website, the3rangerbrosstudios.com. That being said, make sure you check out the Tiger Nexus podcast, my own podcast where I interview people, content creators and geeks alike. Sometimes those two things intertwine. Now of course, a list of the other Tiger Tales channels can be found on the website, and also some of the channels are down below in the description. Make sure you go give them a listen to, because there's more where that came from. Storytime with Cosplay Dude 637 also returns on a lot of the Tiger Tales channels, including the original Tiger Tales. So make sure you check out his stories as well. I have plenty more content where that came from. I do gaming, reactions, I geek out about stuff, I show off my collectibles, my artwork, and a lot more. Again, some of these links will be in the description down below. If not, you can go check out the website, or check out the TikTok at TiTiger777, where I talk about a lot about my other content. Of course, that being said, I love you all. Make sure you hit that like button, you subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you do not miss more stories coming to you from myself and the partners of the channel. We're of passion, everybody, and I shall see you guys real soon.
That before we can...
Don't touch my Pringles.
Bye!